Welcome to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegian renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ford. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one. Stopped at the 9-yard line. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. That's caught. It's lob. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
It's a reverse. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3.
I like the play call. So many people get very conservative down the red zone. Nice job of the offense. Get some speed on the perimeter. Try to make a play. Nice positive gain. I like that thought process. Just a little bit different.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll go with a direct snap. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. To the air, it's Leonard. They're bringing heat. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Now, 4th down.
They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. He's got his man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Touch pass on the run. Low man wins, and he just smashed him.
South Carolina, 3. Notre Dame, 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give from the gun. Hard running there. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. To the air, it's Leonard. Slips away. He'll pull it down. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on it. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Right back to the well. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, ball's out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, it was a good run, right? You had the first down. You knew you had the first down. Now just take care of that football. You see a lot of times those second efforts fighting for... And that's when running backs seem to cough it up.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Tuna.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Floating away. Fires downfield. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football moment. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He'll take a shot. And he's got it! Touchdown, South Carolina!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. One more snap coming before halftime. These corners backing off a bit. They'll throw it on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down.
325, Gorilla.
He's looking to throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Harrison. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning, and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Line getting set on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
It's a reverse. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can hand them the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up. Hand him the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
Wide out in motion. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. The Gamecocks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed gimme fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, South Carolina 10, Notre Dame 8.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give as they work on that clock. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. The option look. Quick toss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Trying to slam in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Looking for a crease, it's Sanders. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Trying to pound it in. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? We just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Third down play from the gun. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's going to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Feeling some heat. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Notre Dame right back to the line. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Really trying to make that tempo work here to get a little bit closer for the kicker. Trying to find his man on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that one's incomplete.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Steps away. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the...
At the 13.
Work out as he stopped at the 13. Offense set on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Going to try to get it himself. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The run from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 3rd and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to the right. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. 2nd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter with the game scoreless.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Orji. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the 16-play drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Harbor. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Quarterback checking the play. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sanders. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Oh, it's a reverse. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Already down to score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on 4th down. He lets one fly deep. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint.
And the ball squirted out. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the 1st down.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Pocket starts to collapse.
That right there is almost a benchable offense if you're the quarterback. First and goal situation, you can't take a sack, but to make matters worse, you can't just keep backpedaling and backpedaling. They're almost out of field goal range now.
He wants to throw here on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big defensive back going up and getting the interception. Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Man.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
On second down, wants to throw it. Snags it on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coach...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Looking to pass. It's Orji. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return, it's McDowell. just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
How easy is that? There's so much speed on the field in college football, and you get me lined up and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation, and now everybody on the defense has to adjust. They didn't adjust quick enough, and he easily picks up a good chunk of yards. The offense has really got good game plans to get guys the ball in space.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Bulldozes him. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
You know, these running backs have to keep 5 points of pressure on the ball, especially against this defense that prides themselves on creating takeaways, and the offense, real lucky they jumped on that one.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, South Carolina! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Connor.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Complete downfield. And he's not down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Orji. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drill.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up in great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. First and goal. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Gets rid of it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by one possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least go down and tie the game.
And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head.
He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a... He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And that's a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Here comes the offense on first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College. Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Jayhawks will kick it away first. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense.
On offense,
Field position.
First and 10.
A first down for the offense. The inside handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's looking on the right side. What a snag by the defense.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The corners are walked up tight. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Escapes the sack. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it down the left side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to get to him. Escapes trouble.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Smashes through. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
They'll run the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Going up top. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got a chance. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
On the ground, it's Neal. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Hits him with a stiff arm. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Kansas 7, South Carolina 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. On the option. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he could not get loose on the run. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes and nowhere to run.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
Can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice job on 3rd down, managing the situation, understanding what I needed to get. Nice job reading the defense, handing the ball off, and the running back knowing I got to get to those 1st down markers and get that 1st down.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He's right on target. Shakes off the defender. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many junk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Working the middle, it's complete. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands.
Touchdown, Jayhawks! They take the lead with the 6. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Off play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kansas 17, South Carolina 10.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Offense gets set for second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to throw on second down. Now adjusting. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for an open area to his left. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecock.
South Carolina.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They marched 72 yards, and they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast.
Time to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. He's got the back in the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He'll pull it down and run. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Snap it to the back. Sweet feet on the move. Can anyone catch him? They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Buying some time. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The line of scrimmage is the 25. It'll be a 42-yard kick for the win. Splits the uprights. It's good. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Going up top on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He wants a big play here late. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback checking off. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Using his legs, it's Sanders. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Grab behind the line. It's Bennett. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They run the reverse. Snowed under by the defense. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to power their way ahead. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
It's a reverse. Still on his feet at the 45. Off he goes. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, South Carolina. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Going for a big play right off the bat. Working that left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
South Carolina 7, Ohio State 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a
deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Makes the catch. It's Judkins. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quarterback now breaking the field. Dumps it to the back. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. Smashes ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll run play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to fire deep. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Taking it the other way. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
To the air, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll need urgency and efficiency. 10 seconds left on the clock before halftime. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the right side. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Back to pass, it's Howard. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got his man. Lowers those pads. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Coming after him. Jukes his way for more. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Carolina, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, South Carolina.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Extending the play. He's got it on the right. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 21, South Carolina 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Bennett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. The tag. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a great